It's a time for more packages from China. Let's go. It's just fun to grab the weirdest thing from AliExpress, but I noticed this particular mini computer that is absolutely awesome, the legendary Tic-Tac-Toe. And I was more like, this is just a very cool thing. I noticed some videos and I was just completely sold. This thing is also called the X400 and this is just for everyone. If you just want to have like a fun thing on your table, just play some basic games between like in conversation, this can be a very interesting one to actually check out. Touchscreen, yep. And we do have like multiple games. We have the yellow and the orange color. But let's do a little bit of an overview of what you can do. Here you can see like infinite tic-tac-toe, and that's absolutely a very fun thing. Strike the ground, more like whack the mole, and then having memory training. So this is like a multiple device. You can actually play different kind of games. So the batteries were not included. I added them myself. So you can fairly easy put in the battery. We're going to be needing two AA. And the reason I'm actually like having it in my box like this, because if you're going to be putting back in the box with the batteries, you're going to be bumping into the button, because this is the one for turning on the device itself. So this is a device that almost costs nothing when it comes to that. And let's do a little bit of a chit chat about the manual first. Let's see what they're going to be doing. So yeah, I checked it out before actually using it, and here you can see like what you can actually expect. So this is one of the first games. The rules of tic-tac-toe and stuff like that. You know, like memory training. And I can tell you, the memory training is a lot of fun. I think I've played that even more. And of course, you can just play the tic-tac-toe game alone or together with a friend. But how does it work? Let's remove this piece of plastic. And let's turn it on. What you need to do is hold the button. And that's it. Like it turns on. Let's lower the light, by the way. So first of all, the first option you're getting is going to be player 1, player 2, and the infinite, or of course this is like infinite tic-tac-toe. But what you can see over here, we're pressing the button again. In here we're having player 2. Then we're going to be activating whack the mole. And then we're going to be having the second game, the memory. That's it. So what you're going to be doing is just having some old school fun with some tic-tac-toe. You can play against the computer. Let's see if we can beat him. No, you're not going to be beating me. Come on. Let's see what kind of nasty move he's going to be trying. Haha! You can actually see that the LEDs are very bright, and there's not like a big difference between the red and the blue. So if you want to restart the game again, you're going to be touching it. There is no difficulty. So what you're seeing is what you're getting. So if you're going to be pressing the, let's say the button again, you can see, or at least you can see like the second button is or the LED is going to be lighting up. So in this way we can actually just play together with somebody else. And I can tell you, I've been playing this player tour thing a lot because this is so much fun. So maybe you have noticed that some of these LEDs are dimmed down, and that's the simple reason, because if you're going to be playing infinite like tic-tac-toe, what you're going to be actually getting is, so here you cannot touch the button actually here, because this is actually going to be removed in the next step. So this is actually how it works also for the next player. And this way you can just see, but it's kind of nasty because sometimes it's completely forgetting, okay, which one did I place a couple of steps before, but it's kind of fun when it comes to that. But let's do a little bit of chit chat about the other games. So this is the whack the mole, when I've been saying it correctly. Oh, sorry, this is the memory. But next up, we're going to be having whack the mole. There we go. And this is just an easy game. It continues to a certain level. Or just going to be, and then you can see like it showcases, I think I've beat it stage number 1. And then it's going to be continuing. I'm pressing the screen. But if you're going to be touching this again, then we're going to be getting into the tic-tac-toe mode. Player 1, player 2. And then having over here the memory. And I think the memory is one of the other things I really love to play too. So I was like flabbergasted how good this thing works, also with the touchscreen. And this way we can actually just have some old school fun. So I think the max I went was level 7, because I can tell you it's getting really challenging. I also lost the speed of this game. What I did notice, like with this particular game, is that you're going to be playing, you can see every single time it's a different pattern. And I think when you're going to be looking at other memories, sometimes you have like this pattern that always is going to be staying the same. It's getting a little bit more challenging. So this is absolutely a good training for the brains. But how do you actually shut this thing down? You don't need to remove the batteries every single time. You're just going to be holding the button over here, and then it's going to be automatically shutting down. So one of the things I really love about is just the build quality itself. It feels quite heavy with the batteries implemented in here. So having a speaker that's quite loud, there's no way of adjusting it so far, I understand. It's just what you see is what you're getting. So if you're going to be putting it on the table, you can see these rubber feet over there. They're giving you absolutely great. So you can just place it on a very nice flat surface and you can just actually play super easy as that. So when it comes to the quality, normally I'm just going to be opening up stuff, but I'm not going to be doing that today. Or shall I? Shall I open it up? You know, let's open it up. Let's see, can I remove these rubber feet? Yes, I can. Let's do it very carefully and let's open. I just find it always so interesting to see what is in the inside, how they configured everything. And I want to put everything back in good condition because I can tell you, I'm going to be having a lot of fun with this device. So let's remove the batteries. Let's get myself a very tiny screwdriver and let's see what's happening under the hood. Are you ready for this? There we go. So let's be very careful. It's kind of interesting, you can even implement like a strap, but let's be very gentle. You can see that this pin is very thin. So, and in here we're finding the PCB that's in the inside. So nothing much of an information going on. We do have some chips that are actually in here, but not a lot of information. The speaker they're using is an 8 ohm 0.25 watts. This is an absolutely great speaker because this thing is really loud as freaking it can be. This is version 1.2. But beside that we have like some connections for, I'm guessing for wire soldering and stuff like that, but there's actually nothing much to see. You can see the touchscreen over there, but that's actually it. I realized that I can really easily remove the upper part. And what I'm seeing over here is even more interesting. They're using some weird thing with springs when it comes to that. I wouldn't say it's like a super simple thing, but it's interesting that this touchscreen craziness is actually going to be communicating with springs, and that's actually how it actually works. Yeah, okay. I think it's always interesting to see how much technology have involved, and sometimes so being simple, explaining why this is going to be so cheap actually to buy. Such a simple game, but so much fun. Before even making this video, I've been playing for hours on this thing to play against other people. And of course the memory feature is something basic, but a lot of fun. Let me know in the comments what you think of a device like this. I think it's absolutely worth picking up if you love playing games. This is just going back to the basic, like a lot of retro games, because sometimes the basic stuff is the most fun. Thank you all for watching, and it will be great to see you in the next video.